Be still and know that I am God. In the stillness of the mountains, beneath the weight of ancient silence, a voice echoes, not in thunder, not in fire, but in the hush between breaths. Be still. These are not soft words. They are a command, a tearing away from the madness of motion, a breaking of the chains of noise, a descent into the deep waters of being. The world shouts, scrolls, races. It measures worth in speed and noise, but the soul is not built for such storms. Stillness is not emptiness, it is the fullness of being. It is not escape, it is return to the place where eternity meets the fragile now. In stillness we are undressed, stripped of roles, of masks, of ambition. We become small, and in that smallness we see that we are not gods. We see that we are dust held together by breath, and we see, most of all, that He is God. The hermit does not fear the silence. He walks into it as one walks into a cathedral of shadow and wind. There, in the deep quiet, he meets the whisper that birthed stars. Be still, weary heart. Lay down the sword of striving. There is a voice older than time, waiting for your silence to speak your name. Well, the things that are seen are temporary, but the things that are unseen are eternal. What you see will die. The skin that holds you, the walls that shelter you, the names they chant, the towers they build, all will vanish. Like the dew upon morning grass, like breath on glass, like a sigh in the wind. But there is something greater, a reality unseen, more real than what you touch, more lasting than stone. The hermit knows this. He has seen kingdoms fall and flowers bloom in their ruins. He has watched faces age like melted wax. He has buried his youth and found treasure beneath the dust. He does not weep for what fades. He weeps for those who chase shadows and forget the light. Every suffering is a veil, every tear a window. What breaks you may also open you. Do not lose heart. You are being shaped, not destroyed. For this life, this fragile flicker, is not the end. The unseen is watching. The eternal is near. And every moment lived with love, with surrender, with quiet strength, is building a kingdom that will never crumble. When he has tested me, I shall come forth as gold. Fire is not the enemy. The cave dweller knows this. He has walked barefoot on ashes. He has sat through nights where even God felt far. He has cried until his tears turned dry like sand. Yet he says, he knows the way I take. Not a word of anger, a word of trust. Fire comes. It consumes what is false. It burns the masks. It strips the pride. It leaves only what is real, what is strong enough to stand. You fear the fire, but without it, you remain unformed. The sword must be hammered. The clay must be shaped. The gold must be melted before it can shine. You are not forsaken. You are in the furnace of love. There is purpose in your pain, not to punish, but to reveal. When the testing ends, you will not be the same. You will rise from the ashes, not broken, but refined, not bitter, but brighter. You will come forth as gold. It is better to go to the house of mourning. The world does not understand mourning. It paints over death. It drowns sorrow in distraction. It throws parties while the soul weeps in the corner. But the monk walks toward the grave, not out of despair, but out of clarity. He knows. The funeral teaches what the festival forgets. In mourning, we remember that we are dust. We recall the weight of our breath. We see through the illusion of permanence. The house of mourning is sacred, not because of death, but because of truth. There, the heart is made soft. There, wisdom takes root. There, we stop pretending. Do not fear sadness. Let it shape you. Tears are sacred water. Grief is holy ground. Only the heart that has wept can truly love. Only the soul that has stood in the valley can sing on the mountain. Mourn well, and let mourning make you whole. Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened. There is a voice, soft, steady, deeper than oceans, calling not the strong, but the broken. Come, not climb, not strive, not prove, just come. The monk came, weary of the world, weary of his sin, weary of the weight he could no longer carry. And there, in the quiet presence of Christ, he found what the world could never give: rest. Not sleep, not laziness, but rest for the soul. Rest that enters bone. Rest that wraps around wounds like linen. Rest that speaks, you are not alone, you are not forgotten. Lay your burdens down, you who carry guilt, shame, failure. They are too heavy. You were never meant to carry them. Come, not to be fixed, but to be held. There is rest for the weary, there is healing for the shattered, and there is a peace that does not depend on this world. It waits. He waits. Just come. In quietness and in trust shall be your strength. Strength is not found in the clenched fist, nor the loud voice, nor in the rushing feet of those who seek the world. Strength is in stillness, in surrender, in the deep breath beneath the storm. The hermit has no armies, no treasures, no influence among men, but he has peace. A peace born from trust, not in himself, but in the one who made the stars and numbered his days. Quietness is not weakness, it is power restrained. It is knowing you don't need to control everything because you trust the one who does. In this world, we are taught to shout louder, run faster, conquer more, but the soul is not built for noise. It breaks under pressure, it withers in chaos. You will not find life in frenzy. You will find it in the quiet space, where God whispers, I am enough. Trust Him, be still, and in the silence, become strong. The sufferings of this present time are not worth comparing with the glory that is to be revealed to us. The road is long, the nights are cold, and the soul cries out, how long, O Lord? The hermit knows suffering. He has tasted hunger, he has wrestled with despair, he has buried hopes in the soil and waited for them to rise again. But he also knows, this pain is not the end. It is birth pain, a groaning that precedes glory, a fire that prepares gold, a night that gives way to sunrise. The world groans, the earth aches, creation itself longs to be set free, and so do we. We carry a longing, a memory of Eden, a hunger for home. The suffering now is real, but it is not final, for what is coming is weightier than pain, brighter than grief, more eternal than sorrow. Do not despair in the fire. Do not curse the darkness. Lift your eyes, for something is coming. Glory, light, the fullness of joy that no shadow can dim. This is not your end. This is your becoming.